January 20th, 2001. The Lord speaks. I am not inaccessible nor unattainable, since I mingle with your soul. I unite myself with you, and we become one. Then once united, to remind you of your heritage, I make myself knowable to you. In majesty and splendour, I lead your soul into my depths to reveal myself with royal prodigality. You have read that the depths of God can only be known by the Spirit to understand spiritual things. Scriptures say, an unspiritual person is one who does not accept anything of the Spirit of God. He sees it all as nonsense. It is beyond his understanding, because it can only be understood by means of the Spirit. A spiritual man, on the other hand, is able to judge the value of everything, and his own value is not to be judged by other men. As Scriptures say, who can know the mind of the Lord? So who can teach him? The footnote reads, 1 Corinthians 2, verse 14 to 16. The Lord continues, the treasure of knowing and understanding me is heaven on earth all the time. It is to rule with kindness, justice and integrity on earth. Having received this treasure by grace through the Holy Spirit, you will know my will in you. We have once said, the footnote reads, Jeremiah 9, verse 23, if anyone wants to boast, let him boast of this, of understanding and knowing me. This treasure is beyond the price of pearls. Then comes the treasure of intimacy. Intimacy with me, your God. The bursts of flame coming from your heart out of enflamed love will be the first signs of your intimacy with me. The prolonged periods of thirst for me, ceaselessly seeking me, will be the dawn of your approach into that intimate union I so desire from each soul, so that they can come and taste my sweetness, and with all your soul you shall enter into the delights of heaven, and you will sing the melodies of my angels in heaven, in honour of my mercy I had upon you. Then, as David cried out once to me, aflamed by his love, you too will cry out to me, his own words. God, you are my God. I pine for you. My heart thirsts for you. My body longs for you. I feel inside me like a land of drought, weary and waterless without you. I long to gaze on you. On my bed I think of you. I meditate on you all night long. My soul clings close to you. The footnote reads, Psalm 63, extracts. Although I am young, the footnote reads, in rebirth by the Spirit, the Lord continues, although I am young, you have given me more understanding than the aged. The footnote reads, the learned. The Lord continues, because I keep your divine instructions. Oh, how delightful it is to befriend you, my sweet God. Your presence, so intimately intertwined with my soul, rejoices me and is sweeter than honey. Your fragrance perfumes all the universe and inebriates my soul, while invigorating my very being. In your awakening, you will discover that I am your beloved, your heaven, your Eden, and that in me you can live. You will discover in my light that I have put in your heart the magnificence of my works, and you will praise my holy name. You will discover that my gaze is upon you is like a magnet. You will discover that my gaze upon you is like a magnet, and I will be rejoicing by looking at you, for I will be looking at my own reflection. I will be looking at myself in you. So do not be surprised when I will come to you to tell you, I am governor in you now, and I have no other desire than to see myself in you. My presence in you kindles a desire and a thirst for me like a flame. Every sigh of longing will be inhaled by me as a perfumed bouquet of roses, appeasing me from the offences done against us. The footnote reads, the Holy Trinity. The Lord finishes, by men. I am perfect, and I want you perfect as well. Have you not read, as the governor is, so will be the inhabitants of his city? The footnote reads, Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 2. Then I, in my turn, will reveal to you the heavenly hosts, while singing to you religion and righteousness in poetry. I will assemble all the courts of heaven to reveal to them my majesty and my sovereignty in you, and how I made out of you a royal diadem for my hand, for my head, a royal prodigy of your times. All your ornaments will be divine, as they would be offered by me. Your former slavery will become freedom in me. Today, I am looking down from heaven to count the clean hearts. What am I to say? Was my sacrifice in vain? My spirit is broken. I sacrificed myself for you in order to set you free from all wickedness, and to purify a people so that it could be my very own, and would have no ambition except to do good. I have done everything so that you could be justified by grace and become heirs to my kingdom. I have been intensively teaching you all, with great compassion, my law, renewing you with the Holy Spirit of grace, even to repeating myself invariably. I now teach, giving you instructions in the way of holy wisdom. It is not a new doctrine, but the same one of the bride. The footnote reads, the church. The Lord continues, in which you can rely on. You all belong to my house, since I have bought my house with my own blood, and I have shed every drop of my blood for everyone. You are my house. The footnote reads, Hebrews 3, verse 6. You have asked, daughter, in the beginning. The footnote reads, of this message. The Lord continues, You have asked, daughter, in the beginning, that I pronounce my will. I repeat to all of you that my will is that you work with love in the light of my Spirit, so that you may all be one. Signed, Iota Sigma, Jesus. Vassula writes, the above message was not given in one day. The day it started was January the 20th, and it continued for several weeks, and through the next months, because of my intensive travelling.